This week, students returned to school in Uvalde, Texas for the first time since a mass shooting there last May. Meanwhile, here at home, we recently saw a 13-year-old bring a handgun to a middle school in the Park Hill district, a stark reminder of why school safety is on parents' and students' minds. That's why the KSHB 41i team recently sat down with 5 local students and recent graduates to discuss everything from how active shooter drills make them feel to their fears of possibly being the next school to make headlines for a school shooting. Now, as a continuation of that conversation, I took their suggestions for safety to lawmakers on both sides of the aisle.
Where's the backbone?
But it wouldn't prevent these shootings.
Inaction by this Congress.
They're coming after your Second Amendment liberties.
The gun lobby.
This ridiculous theater.
In the debate over gun violence solutions, we often see dissonance and finger-pointing.
My name is Luciana.
My name is Genesis.
My name is Nick Clark.
But the students the I-team talked to wondered why lawmakers don't look for solutions in those common ground areas where both sides aren't so polarized.
Hey, we're all in this together. You know, even us young people, we're all in this together alongside with the adults.
And because this generation is directly invested in looking for solutions,
and I think that there's so much more that we should do.
We took their suggestions to Kansas State Representative Joella Hoy, a Democrat, and Kansas State Representative Tim Johnson, a Republican. All 5 of our students are involved with March for Our Lives, a movement aimed at ending gun violence. However, none of our panelists support taking away firearms from law-abiding citizens and instead believe in responsible gun ownership. Among the solutions the students mentioned, the need for background checks and increased training.
One common sense gun violence prevention legislation that I'd like to see done immediately is background checks. I don't think anyone should be able to go and purchase a gun within the matter of 20 minutes and walk out and just have one.
These young folks are exactly right that you should, if you're going to purchase a firearm, you need to go through a background check.
The background checks clearly is not an issue. I believe anybody that knows weapons, we want those, both law enforcement. We need to know who's getting them.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason we shouldn't have these, not restrictions, but these laws in place that make it so that getting a gun shouldn't be easier than getting a car. There should be training, there should be safe storage, there should be licenses.
Because gun ownership, even though it's something that's way more dangerous, is viewed as just this inherent thing, it makes people a lot less willing to go through the proper safety training.
I do believe his issue on training is critical. I would strongly encourage, whether it's young hunter safety clinics, if it is general firearm safety, if your family chooses to have weapons, you need that training.
The students also suggested banning assault weapons and increasing the age to buy a gun to 21.
Oftentimes there are 17, 18, 19-year-olds that go into these schools and kill so many people.
But last year in Kansas, we made it so that 18, 19, and 20-year-olds can carry hidden loaded handguns into more public places that they couldn't before. They were able to obtain a concealed carry permit.
I'd also like to see a ban on assault weapons. I don't think people should be able to have a weapon that could kill 17 people in the matter of 5 minutes, like in Parkland.
Is there a use for assault weapons? Is there a reason, or some of these weapons that are maybe referred to as an assault weapon, that perhaps she's not aware of, or a reason why you wouldn't be in favor in banning those weapons?
Do we truly need high-capacity magazines in a civilian setting? Probably not. I mean, those are designed for military issues where you need heavy. Probably for hunting, you don't need. If you're going to have to use a 30-round clip to shoot that deer, you're in trouble. While
neither politician committed to being in favor of an outright ban on these types of weapons, they acknowledge the dangers they can present in the wrong hands. Still, as our panelists shared with us, they don't expect lawmakers to automatically agree to everything they shared. They just want help getting the conversation started.
I'm very impressed by the knowledge and sensibility that these young people have, and it's very disheartening that we're at a place in this country where this has to be such a constant thing on our kids' minds.
Clearly, the educational ability to learn goes up as you feel safe. And if you don't feel safe at school, you're not going to learn. So it has to be a priority, either legislative through funding, which isn't always the answer, but clearly we need to work to provide answers.
You know, those students and the lawmakers also found common ground on another issue, arming teachers. It was something they were all universally opposed to. Our panelists had plenty of other suggestions they passed along. If you're interested, you can read more of that at kshb.com. By the way, we did try reaching out to lawmakers on the Missouri side, but roughly 40 Republicans we reached out to on both sides of the state line either declined to sit down with us or didn't respond to our request. So thank you to those 2 lawmakers who did sit down with us and let those kids feel seen and heard.